it's Leela, the proud poly kinky queer slut. Today's question is, how do you get around the difficulties in hitting on women? I want to tell you a story. So this week I went on a date with a beautiful person, a woman that I feel very like a lot of kinship with, a lot of shared interests, super sexy, crazy sexy. And I found myself at dinner with this woman and just enamored, but not making any moves to actually flirt. And this is a person where we know we have sexual interest in each other. We've been to in group sexual situations where and we've known each other for a little while. We've been flirting. I have every reason to expect this person wants to have that kind of connection with me, but I still found myself just not saying it. Just not saying, wow, you're sexy. Not doing that thing where I stopped the conversation and moved in and asked her if I could kiss her or anything like that. Just not doing it. And part of it was I was truly fascinated by the conversation and I was having a great time in that moment. And I want to honor that I really was just engaged with this human on a personal level, and that's great. But then we went for a really long walk. And neither of us was saying anything about flirtation, still talking about all these things, of all of these like things having to do with our other partners, our interests, but not actually each other. And actually the thing too is we were both showing gorgeous cleavage and we were trying not to look at it. Dates with men, I've been more conditioned with those to go through the standard script. There's a way that things go. And at some point, you lean in, you smile, you like little cues, and one thing leads to another, and then you end up kissing, and that's all great. And I'm really struggling with trying to recondition my brain around this, but in the moment, I'm still finding it really challenging. So I ended up doing something I'm really proud of. At the point where I was just like, okay, this is getting a little, it wasn't really awkward, but it was getting a little bit awkward about the we both clearly want to say something, but we're not. I said, the next date we go on, let's make it a sexy date. And she smiled, and it was great. I mean, agreed, next date's a sexy date. So we concluded that day by planning for the next day to be a sexy date, and then exchange them, and that opened the door to kiss goodbye and exchange some messages about how we find each other attractive, and talking about the awkwardness, making the awkwardness a thing that we could acknowledge and communicate about in a way that felt good, in a way that felt I felt seen. I felt like not judged, and I wasn't doing anything wrong, and I was seen. So at the end of that, and that for me is a really positive experience, and a really good way to have that kind of experience go. And I have people who are my close people who are sex partners who are of many, many, many different genders across large gender spectrum, and I mean, several of them are women or gender nonconforming people who use she and they pronouns, and I really respect and honor that. But also, something in my brain trips when what I'm attracted to is someone's femininity that frankly is a me problem, and I just have to get over that by practicing doing better with it. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And practice makes progress, as my daughter says. So practicing when I'm awkward, when what's happening outside is not matching up what's happening inside, just saying it. So thanks for listening. This is Leela, the proud poly kinky queer slut. Have a great day.